Hello, guys, and welcome to Starborn HFY. If you love sci fi, epic space battles, and stories where humanity doesn't just survive, it dominates, then you're exactly where you need to be. Here on Starborn HFY, we tell the kind of stories where humans aren't the side characters or the ones begging for mercy. We are the game changers, the wild card, the relentless force that defies the odds and rewrites the fate of the entire galaxy. This is HFY Humanity. F. Yeah. Asterisk aliens might be older, smarter, more advanced, but there's one thing they always underestimate us. Because when humanity is cornered, when everything stands against us, that's when we become the most dangerous species in the universe. So strap in, because today's story isn't about peace talks or quiet diplomacy. It's about fire, fury, and the raw willpower that makes us unstoppable. And before we dive into this tale of grit, chaos, and cosmic defiance, don't forget to smash that like button, drop a comment to share your thoughts, and most importantly, subscribe to Starborn HFY for more epic sci-fi stories where humanity takes center stage. Now, let's begin. The mess hall of the Celestial Accord, a multi-species academic vessel, buzzed with the usual chatter of students from a dozen different worlds. Soft luminescence from bioluminescent fungi cast gentle light over the tables, while the scent of synthetic proteins and alien spices filled the air. At the far corner of the room, a lone human girl sat quietly, sipping from a hydration pouch. Her name was Lena Carter, one of the few Deathworlders aboard our classification, given to species from planets with extreme gravity, volatile climates, and predatory ecosystems. Most of the other students gave her a wide berth. Humans were unsettling, too durable, too strong, but not everyone was smart enough to keep their distance. A Leke group of Xantha students, their chitinous limbs clicking against the floor, swaggered toward her table. The Xanthar were a proud warrior species, their exoskeletons capable of withstanding vacuum for short periods, their reflexes honed by generations of ritual combat. Their leader, Vrix, had made a habit of harassing Lena since her arrival. Look at the little Deathworlder. Vrix sneered, his mandibles twitching in amusement. Does your fragile flesh miss the crushing gravity of your pitiful planet? Lena didn't look up. She took another sip, her dark eyes calm. Vrix's companions chittered in laughter. Pathetic, one of them hissed. No wonder humans are barely considered sentient. Weak, slow. Still, Lena said nothing. Vrix leaned down, his faceted eyes glinting. Maybe we should teach you some respect, soft skin. On my world, we break those who don't bow. Lena exhaled slowly. Then, in a voice so quiet, it was almost lost in the din of the mess hall, she said, "You talk too much." Vrix reared back, offended. "You dare?" He never finished. In a motion so fast it blurred, Lena's hand shot out. Her fingers deceptively slender, deceptively human, closed around the joint where Vrix's armored head met his thorax. There was a sickening crack, a sound like ceramic splitting under pressure. Vrix's body went rigid. His limbs spasmed once, twice, then went still. Lena released him. The Zenthar collapsed to the floor in a heap, his neck bent at an impossible angle. Silence. Every alien in the mess hall froze. The air grew thick with disbelief. A Zentharon of the hardiest species in the Accord had just been killed effortlessly, without the human even standing up. Lena took another sip from her pouch. Then, finally, she looked at the stunned crowd. Anyone else? No one moved. A security drone buzzed toward the scene, scanning the body. It paused, processing. Then, in its monotone voice, it announced, "Lethal force deemed justifiable under self-defense protocols. No infraction recorded." Lena stood, stretching lightly as if she'd just finished a light workout. She glanced down at Vrix's corpse, then at his horrified companions. "Humans don't start fights," she said. "We finish them." And with that, she walked away, leaving the entire mess hall in stunned silence. The next day, no one bullied the Deathworlder again.